Da-da-da! Oops, I don't drop it on the floor. Here's what we got inside the package. So the first thing we have is this little thank you card for the Kickstarter. And we've got some whoop, all over the floor. So there was one more thing in that first package, and that is the Wit coin. And the team kept the back a surprise, and I have managed not to see it yet. So I'm going to save that for the very last thing for me to share. And then this is the second package, which has the rest of my swag, including these beautiful art prints. And it has a little sticker on here too that says all the things. And it's got our little space age Cosmere Roshar symbol on there. So first thing out of the box is my second pack of playing cards. And then we have our lovely patches. These are actually really nice and big. And there's one for each of the 10 Night Radiant orders in here. So these are something that I'm not entirely sure that I know what I'm going to do with. They're actually quite large, and so to display them all is going to take quite a bit of space. So this is one that I'm going to have to think about, because I did get the swag pack that included all the things. I think this would be a really cool thing to have if you, for example, wanted to do like a themed jacket for your order, and you just had the one where you could maybe have the patch on the front, and maybe something really cool on the back. Perhaps you could paint the order design on the back, but I do have all 10, and I don't have enough, wouldn't have enough body space, I think, to display them nicely all on one like a jacket. So I'm gonna have to do some brainstorming, but they do look very nice. The next thing in here are the pins. And again, I got one for each of the orders. This is the little Windrunner pin. And these are just a nice small size. It's big enough that you can really see the design, but they're not so big that they're going to take up a ton of space. I do have a couple of ideas of how I'm going to display these, but I haven't quite decided yet. Here's a close-up of the pins. Some of them are a little bit hard to see just with my lighting. This one's like blue on black. But they look really sharp. The next thing I have here are these challenge coins. These are a really nice size. They remind me of the military coins that my husband used to get when he was in the army. And on one side we have the symbol, the name of the order, and then their little I will statement. This statement was released when they did the Knights Radiant quiz, which you can find linked below in the description box if you're curious as to which order of the Knights Radiant you'd belong to. And then on the back, it has the first ideal of the Knights Radiant, and then a really nice picture of the herald that belongs to that order. These are going to be going into my beautiful Dragonwood Gifts coin display, which is up on the top shelf over there. I have a review and an unboxing of that video, which I'll put up in the cards as well as link below. And I'll also leave a link to the shop because these are still currently available if you're interested in getting one for yourself. So here is one side of all of the coins, and we'll go ahead and flip them over so you can see the heralds. I think these coins are really, really nice. The detail on the face is great, and the faces all look really nice, which is hard to do in metal, and it's hard to do in metal in this small of a size. So way to go on these because they look amazing. I know I have some running medals with faces on them, and they just come out looking kind of weird sometimes, but these all look really, really nice. So I'm very happy with these. The Edge Dancer one might be my favorite because when it moves, you can see the design in the background has this really cool effect when the light shines on it. And that's just so cool. I think that one looks really, really awesome. That's my fave. And then we have a set of sticker sheets, again, one for each order. These are like nice thick feeling stickers. And we've got a couple of different sizes of the symbols, the name, their little I will statement, and then we're gonna have one example Night Radiant from each, and then there might be some little bonus stickers on there just to kind of fill in any available space. First we have the Windrunners featuring Kaladin and Syl. We have the Light Weavers with a little pattern and Shalon. Then we have Dustbringers, and I love this cute little Taravangian. Got the Stonewarts. The Edge Dancer with our little shard fork and a bunch of pancakes. The Truth Watchers. The Sky Breakers. The Will Shapers. The Else Callers, with a little wit, and this is so much more apropos now that I have read Rhythm of War. And the Bondsmiths. And lastly, we have these stunning art prints for each of the orders of the Knights Radiant. I'm very excited for these. I have a couple of places where I'm thinking about hanging these up, and I still need to get frames, but these are really beautiful. This is actually one of the reasons that I decided to upgrade to the tier level that included everything for all the orders, because I was considering just getting these as an add-on because they were so beautiful, and and I also wanted all the challenge coins, and at that point I might as well just gung-ho and get everything because all the things. Okay, so these don't quite fit in frame all the way, but I have a very sketchy camera set up and I want to be very careful with these prints, so this is what we got. then the last thing we're gonna sneak out here is the little wit coin. So let me go ahead and open that. So on the front, we have Wit, or Hoyd, our favorite little world hopper, and it says, "One can have a wit." And then on the back, it says, "But not a witless," and there's a mirror. Oh, that's cheeky. That is so cheeky. I love it. Ah, that's great. That's so great. I love it. That's exactly the sort of thing that Wit would do if he made this. He would be so sassy. One can have a wit, but not a witless. So that's all of the swag that I got from the Kickstarter. I'm so excited to have all of this and to start to get it displayed up in my collection. If I had to pick a couple of favorite things, what would they be? So I really like the playing cards. Not only are they beautiful, this is something that I'm going to be able to use because I did buy a spare pack to actually play with. My husband and I actually played a lot of Rummy when we were dating in college, so that is something we still enjoy doing. So I'm very excited to be able to play with some Stormlight Archive cards. My husband also is a big Sander fan, so this is going to be great. The coins are also just really, really nice. Like I said, the quality on these is great. I love the way that the faces turned out and the designs. It's hard to get detail in something so tiny, and I'm actually really surprised they were able to get the entire first oath around the edge of the coin because it's kind of long. I know I have a tattoo of it on my back, and I had to be careful about where I asked my tattoo artist to put it so that it would fit. And then the Wit coin is just hilarious. I love it. Going to be displaying the Wit side out, but it's gonna have that funny little secret on the back. The Steve Argyle prints are also just amazing. I cannot wait to have these hanging up in my house. So beautiful. I'm so glad that I decided to get the giant swag pack so I could have all of these because they're all really beautiful, really cool, and they're just gonna look awesome on my wall, and I can't wait to, you know, have people over to see these because I think people are gonna ask. They're gonna be like, what is this awesomeness and how can I find out more about it? And I will be like, well, let me tell you, there's this book series that's really awesome, and then I will probably sit for the next hour and try to convince them about how awesome Brandon Sanderson is, and hopefully they won't run away when they see how giant the books are, but it'll be a great conversation starter. So I think I'll leave it as that for my favorite things because I really did love everything, and if I keep adding things to my favorite list, I'll probably get through everything in the box, but just keep it at that for now. Everything is super gorgeous. I would love to know if you participated in the Kickstarter. Let me know what your favorite thing is that you've got so far. I am still waiting on my leather bounds, but those will hopefully be arriving sometime this summer because I did end up in the 2021 shipment. And I would also love to know what your order of Night Radiant is, and if you want to take a stab at guessing what order I'm in. All the things, I have all the things.